Hi everyone, so today I wanted to talk about foundation. I have really dry skin and I'm noticing that as I'm getting older, my skin tone isn't as even, so foundation has become somewhat of an important part of my makeup routine. It's probably become, I don't know, I guess I don't want to say that it's like a product I can't live without because I totally can. I've definitely gone without it, but it's one of my favorite makeup products, I guess, would be foundation, just because I really like a nice even skin tone. My skin is very, very dry, and for a while I was using a powdered foundation, and the only problem with powdered foundations on really dry skin is it collects on the dry patches. If you're like me, you know, like I've used moisturizers and stuff, and it's better to use one that works sometimes than to not use one at all, but I still end up with the dry patches no matter what, and powdered foundation tends to collect there. I was using Sephora's mineral mineral powder foundation, and I absolutely loved it. The only problem was, again, sometimes it would collect in certain areas where it would look really dark since it just kind of collected on those dry areas. But they've since discontinued that, which I'm really sad about because I did really like it, but I do prefer liquid foundations. My problem with liquid foundations is, for some reason, sometimes they cause me to get like those little cysts. And that will happen probably like a few weeks after my using a foundation regularly, and then it will go away, and then eventually it will come back. And that only happens when I use liquid foundations. And I found a lot of liquid foundations that I really like. Like, I like the coverage, I like the texture, but they tend to cause that problem. And I finally found one that has not caused that problem, and it's a drugstore brand, which makes me even happier because that Sephora powdered foundation, it was like $22, which I guess for some people it doesn't sound like that much because there's definitely more expensive foundation out there, but for me that was kind of a lot of money. So I found L'Oreal's Visible Lift. It says Smooth Absolute Hydra Collagen Complex, and the color that I have is 162 Nude Beige, and it does have an SPF of 17, and it looks like this. You can see how much I've used of it. I wanted to make sure that I loved this before doing a review on it, or before doing a full review actually. This is the one that comes with a brush. They no longer come with brushes, which kind of makes me sad, but then also makes sense because it is hard to wash the brush. And when you're putting it all over your face, it's really important to make sure that it's washed to get rid of any bacteria. So just get a good foundation brush. You can find, I think Sonia Kashuk has one, and you can find her products for really cheap in Target. So yeah, I love using this with a brush, so I would definitely get a foundation brush for this. But this goes on so smooth, and it has really good coverage. Like, I have a beauty mark over here, and sometimes I do want to hide it. Sometimes I don't mind, sometimes I want to hide it. It's fairly dark, but it's very small, and this can cover it. So you can pretty much change the coverage. Like, I noticed I could do a more sheer look or put on a little bit more for a more fuller coverage. But yeah, I really, really liked that this was versatile in that way, and it never gave me any cysts or anything, and I actually feel like my skin is slightly less dry using this product. I've been using this for quite a while now, and since I've gone down to almost the bottom pretty much, I am going to pick this up again. I think this is probably going to be my new foundation now, and it's a drugstore foundation, so I'm really excited about the money I'm going to save. So yeah, I highly recommend this. I'm not sure if I would really recommend it for oily skin. I think if I had oily skin, I would probably be afraid of the liquid foundations, but I do like the Sephora powdered foundations. Like I said, they discontinued their mineral foundation, which I'm so upset about still, but they do have their regular line foundation as well, and I've tried that before and I really like those. So if you have oily skin, you might want to check that out. If you have dry or combination skin, I really, really, really recommend L'Oreal's Visible Lift. Look, again, I've used most of it, so I'm really excited that I found this. The texture is not, I mean, I guess sometimes it feels slightly thick, but once you smooth it out, like, it doesn't feel heavy on your face or anything. I've worn it in the rain, I've worn it in warm weather because we've had some warm days, and I've worn it in the cold. Out of all of the different temperature changes and, you know, precipitation changes, I think that this has really stood well. I really don't have any complaints on this at all. The scent is pretty much like any foundation, I guess. It's pretty strong, but once you put it on and you blend it in, you don't smell it anymore. When you first put it on, you definitely smell it. But it's not like such a strong scent where it's going to overpower like your perfume, or when you go out people are going to smell your foundation. I think once you blend it in, the scent tends to kind of dissipate. So yeah, that's my review for this, and I hope you guys found it helpful. Leave in the comments below if you want me to continue doing just like one video focused on one review, or if you would rather get mini reviews in an empties video. I'm thinking about still doing empties videos, but I'm not sure if I want to do empties videos with mini reviews as well as full reviews like this in just one video, or if I should just do the empties videos. So yeah, hopefully that wasn't too confusing, but yeah, let me know what you guys prefer, and I will see you all soon. Bye.